salts part. Now what are salts? So salts are the compounds. Don't consider only the common salt is the only salt. No, there are millions of salts are present. Yeah, one thing. Yesterday's test, I will correct few every day, few because it will take much more time. So few question papers I'm correcting and keep on sending you by night. So altogether doing will be much more difficult for me. Fine, and I have already sent you the question paper and the solution of it. Okay. And still you face any problem, you can ask me.
Ma'am, I have one doubt, ma'am.
I'm sorry, you have seen the solution?
Ma'am, no, not in that, in this chapter.
This chapter, okay, yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, the metal salts, metal carbonates are bases, no, ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, but they do not,
That is the salt part I need to explain here. That will come under salt part.
so
That proper, all the description will come in the salt part. You will understand in that time. Why metal carbonates are basic in nature. Metal carbonate is actually a salt. Okay. I will explain you right now. And then next one, any other? Okay. Okay, fine. So starting with the salt. Now what are salts? Salts are the compounds formed from acids and bases. So when any acid combines with any base, salt is formed. When any acid combines with any base, it will form a compound and the water, that is H2. Whatever the compound is formed, that we call as salt. So we know that acid has hydrogen positive ion and one non-metal. So that is if you consider X minus sign. This is the X bar, which is a negative ion. Acid is made up of ions. So it is consist of one hydrogen positive ion and X, any other non-metallic ion, negative non-metallic ion is present in that. So this is X bar if we consider. So these are combined together forming acid. Base consists of metal positive ion and OH minus as a negative ion. So base ions are always made up of, base is made up of the positive and negative ion. Out of that, positive ion is always a metal ion and the OH minus ions, that is the OH is the negative ion. So when these two combine together in the aqueous state, these ions are free. So in this ion, H plus and OH minus ion combine, they will form water. H2O will be formed and hence this is we call as neutralization. This process is only considered as a neutralization process, right? And then now what about the other part? So this X bar combines with X minus. This is a negative ion from the acid and the positive ion from the metals, that is from base, combined together, that is positive ion we'll write first, M plus X minus, that is MX when we write. So this is a salt. So this compound is a salt. That means metal ion when combined with any non-metallic ion, non-metallic negative ion, then the compound formed is called as salt. So you can take any example of acid and base, you will get the salt. So there are many different families of salt are present. So for example, the basic one we have seen, HCl combines with NaOH. So in that this H and this OH combines to form water. Then positive ion Na and negative ion Cl, when they combine together, they will form NaCl, which is a one type of a salt, which we also called as common salt because it is commonly or a more quantity we are using it. Most use of the salts in that this NaCl is used in the most quantity, so therefore it is most places also. So therefore this we have given name as common salt, but this is not the only one salt. Now here, if sodium hydroxide combines with H2SO4, sulfuric acid. Then also this hydrogen and this OH minus combines to form water. And the remaining now positive and negative ions which comes from the base and the acid, that is Na and SO4. So it is Na2SO4. And in some condition it will also form NaHSO4 and water. So in this cases, depending on the concentration, sometimes it will form sodium sulfate, and some other conditions, the temperature conditions actually required for this. So it will form NaHSO4, that is sodium hydrogen sulfate. Now these two are also salts. Okay. Now another example, if we take it, another base, calcium hydroxide, combines with sulfuric acid. It will form calcium sulfate. Calcium is a positive ion from the base. Negative ion from the acid is SO4, calcium sulfate, and the water is formed. Then this calcium sulfate is also another type of salt. So again here, magnesium hydroxide combines with nitric acid. Then also magnesium nitrate is formed. MgNO3 twice plus water is formed. So this is also one type of salt, another salt. So like this way, any base when combines with any acid along with water, whichever the compound is formed, that compound is called as salt. Now these salts are maybe acidic. Sorry, all the salts are not always neutral. They can be acidic or they may be basic also. So salts are not always neutral. Salts can be acidic, it can be basic also, and it can be neutral also. Now in under which conditions these are in aqueous solutions of salt, not in the solid state. In aqueous solutions of these salts, they may be acidic in nature, they may be basic in nature, or they may be neutral in nature. How is it possible? So when you check I have told you the examples of formation of neutralization reactions. I have explained you this part also. So whenever any strong acid combines with any strong base, what will happen here? Acid has strong acid, so that means it has more number of H plus ions, and strong base has more number of OH minus ions. So when these two combine, so all the H plus ions gets neutralized by OH minus ions. So now all H plus ions and OH minus ions are already formed water. So in the salt solutions, whatever the salt solution, we will get it here, and along with water, there is no extra H plus or OH minus. So hence this type of a salt is neutral salt. So you can see the example here. When we see the example of HCl and NaOH, both are stronger acids and stronger bases. So therefore common salt produced is a neutral salt. In case of sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid, in that sodium sulfate or sodium hydrogen sulfate is formed. Both of these are formed from strong base and strong acid. So hence these two salts are also neutral in nature. Here also these are stronger, so these are also stronger acids. It is neutral salts. Both the acids and base, both are strong acids and strong bases. So therefore, the salt produced is a neutral salt. But in case when there is both the acids are not strong, so both the acids and base, any one of them, either of them is weaker, then the salt produced will not be neutral. So for this example, you can write as NaOH plus H2SO4 produces sodium sulfate plus water. So this is neutral salt. Okay. Now, if we take another example as acid is strong, but the base is weak. It is a weak base. Then the salt produced will be Basic, acidic, neutral.
Acidic.
Acidic.
It is acidic salt. The example is strong acid, we can take as hydrochloric acid. And the weak base, we will take the example of NH4OH. Ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. So when these two combine, this will form NH4Cl plus H2O. So in this case, NH4Cl is a acidic salt. So aqueous solution of this salt, if we test with the litmus paper, it will change the color of blue litmus paper to red. So next is, if the acid is weaker and this base is stronger, strong base, then the salt produced will be
Basic.
basic salt. Reason is, all the OH minus ions of strong base will produce more number of OH minus ions, and weak acid will produce less number of H plus ions. So all the OH minus ions cannot be neutralized by H plus ions. So in the salt, aqueous solutions of salt, you will get some OH minus ions, extra OH minus ions. So due to presence of that OH minus ions, this salt will become basic in aqueous solution. So example is weak acid, we can take as carbonic acid. Strong base, if we take the example of sodium hydroxide, then it will be Na2CO3 plus H2O. So this is now sodium carbonate, which is made from strong base and the weak acid. And that's the reason it is basic in nature. Or even with the same reaction under 200 degrees Celsius, it will form. In the same reaction takes place, if the temperature is below 200 degrees Celsius, then it will form NaHCO3 plus water with the same compounds. Temperature difference. Then sodium hydrogen carbonate is formed, that is also basic in nature. Even with carbonic acid, if calcium hydroxide combines, it will form calcium carbonate plus water. So calcium carbonate, it is also a strong base and weak acid. So therefore, let me complete. So this is basic in nature. Ronak, is it clear now why metal carbonates are basic in nature?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am,
because, yeah.
if there's further reaction of this salts with acids, so will it get converted to neutral?
Yeah, again, yes. The further reaction takes place. But these bases or acidic salts are not more this stronger acids or stronger bases. These are weaker acids or weaker bases. So these salts which we see, which are either acidic or basic in nature, which are formed actually from this different acids and bases, those are not strong acids or strong bases. Those are basic in nature or acidic in nature, but not most acidic. So their pH value, if it is an acidic salt, its pH value will be near about 3 to 4, not below it. So it will not be stronger acids or stronger bases. But these are basic in nature. So when these combine, so this sodium carbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonates, when they combine with acids again, they can neutralize the acids. They have the property of neutralizing because these have OH minus ions, but not complete neutralization is not there. Sometimes it won't happen. Is it clear? Yes.
Ma'am, if calcium hydroxide combines with HCl, then it will form a neutral
salt. Calcium chloride is a neutral salt. So when HCl combines with calcium hydroxide, it will form calcium chloride plus water, which is a neutral.
Ma'am, so the metal carbonates are basic only if they react with weak acids, right?
Carbonate comes from carbonic acid, and carbonic acid is a weak acid. So all metal carbonates are basic in nature.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am?
Yeah, now tell, yeah, sure.
For Na2CO3, you told right, below 200 degrees Celsius will become NaHCO3, right?
Yes.
What will happen if it's above 200 degrees Celsius?
Sodium carbonate will form.
What?
Sodium carbonate will form.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Same reaction, if takes place below 200 degrees Celsius, then NaHCO3 is formed. Above 200 degrees Celsius, it will form sodium carbonate. All the hydrogen dissociates. Okay, then if the weak acid and weak base, when combined together, they will form the salt, which is neutral. Because both of them has the less number of H plus and OH minus ions. And hence all the H plus ions, whatever the number of H plus ions are there, all are neutralized by the OH minus ions. And hence salt produced will not have any excess H plus or OH minus ions. So this salt will be neutral in nature. So weak acid, if you take H2CO3, and the weak base, if you take NH4OH, then it will form ammonium carbonate, NH4 twice CO3 plus H2O. So this ammonium carbonate is neutral salt. Okay. So now here you need to know from which acid and from which base the given salt is produced and its nature. Question is asked for 2 marks. Okay, I will give you the examples. You have to tell this one. So first write it down. So salts are the compounds. Definition of salt. These are the compounds formed by reaction between acid and a base.
Ma'am, can you scroll down? Can you scroll down? Can you scroll down?
Ma'am, can you go up? I messed up.
Yes, ma'am.
So the Na2CO3 is below 200 degrees Celsius.
No, above 200. Below 2 is NaHCO3. Done.
Yes, ma'am.
Um,
Okay, next is family of salts. What do you mean by family of salts? When you will go to the 11th, 12th class, there is a family of salts you have to learn. So what are this family of salt means? A very simple part. So that salt is made up of, if there are two or more salts, if they have the same positive ion or the same negative ion, so they are called, so same positive ion, then they are called as a family of that particular positive ion. This means, for example, a simple factor, if it is any salt has a sodium ion, that is, it is formed by combination of sodium hydroxide with different acids. So sodium chloride, sodium sulfate, sodium carbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate. Now these all salts, or sodium nitrate also, NaNO3, these all salts are formed, have the same positive ion, that is sodium. So these are called the families of sodium salt. These are called family of sodium salt. Now anything has the same negative ion. So suppose sodium chloride, potassium chloride, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, copper chloride, then iron chloride, iron chloride. So all these have the same negative ion. So these are all salts itself, metal and a non-metal, which comes from the acid. So these are all salts, but all of them has the same chlorine part. So therefore these are called as family of chloride salts. These belongs to chloride salts. Like this way, there are many other family of salts is possible. Magnesium salts, aluminium salt, copper salts. So these are the families. So if any of the salts have the similar either positive ion or either negative ion, so those are called as family members. Okay, so those are called as family of salts. Then the next part is now finding out, the question is asked on this part of the salt, this formation of a salt. The metals will, salts will be given. You have to identify from which acid and which base that metal is formed and the nature of it. That salt is formed and the nature of that salt. Identify the acids and base, parent acid and base, parent acid and parent base of following salts, and also find the nature. Write the question. Different names are potassium sulfate, sodium sulfate, calcium sulfate, write in the form of column. So it will be easier for you to write everything in a one same line. So this is the name of the salt, formula, acid and a base, and the nature. You can make the column. Copper sulfate, sodium chloride, ammonium chloride,
Ma'am,
yes, sodium nitrate.
I got disconnected while you were explaining about family salts. So could you explain again?
Family, that means it is, you can see here, all of these salts are made from, has a common positive ion, that is a sodium. So these are called as family of sodium salts. In this examples, you can see that is all the elements are, all the salts have the chloride part common. So these are called as chlorides, a family of chloride salts. So like that, magnesium salts, aluminium salts, nitrate salts, sulfate salts, anything is possible. And then the question based on this, not based on that, finding the acid, parent acid and parent base from which it is formed. These salts are formed. Sodium carbonate, calcium carbonate,
Ma'am, how many marks will these kind of questions be asked for?
2 marks.
Okay, ma'am.
Zinc carbonate, So first one, potassium sulfate. Formula is Gokul, potassium sulfate formula. Gokul, potassium sulfate formula.
KSO4.
KSO4. I need to explain you the 9th class again, no? Molecular formula of a how to form the compound formula. Then what's the formula? So 9th gone, so everything from 9th gone, no? Then what's the formula? Valence you don't remember. That's the problem. Arvind,
Ma'am,
formula of potassium sulfate.
KSO.
Charan,
Ma'am, can I try?
Charan, what's the formula of potassium sulfate?
Ma'am, SO3.
Huh?
Ma'am, SO3.
SO3, potassium sulfate.
K2SO4. Ma'am, K2SO4.
K2SO4. So which acid and which base it is made up of?
Ma'am, H2SO4 is acid. Ma'am? KOH the base. Ma'am, it is acidic. Sorry, it's neutral. It's neutral.
Shubham, you
Ma'am.
are telling all 10.
Ma'am?
All 10 you are telling. Sodium sulfate.
Na2,
Formula.
Na2SO4.
Acid.
Once again, H2SO4.
Base. Faster.
Once again, NaOH.
Nature.
It's neutral.
Calcium sulfate.
CuSO4.
Acid.
H2SO4.
Base.
CaOH. Once again. Ma'am, CS. Once again. CaOH. I don't know, ma'am.
You are telling me the answer. I'm waiting for that.
CA. Ma'am, CaO.
All are waiting.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, is it once again? I'm not sure about this.
Others, you know, complete it down.
Like, ma'am, I don't know this.
You have to tell me.
I just know it's neutral.
How it is neutral? If you don't know the base from which it is made up of.
No, like I just know calcium sulfate is neutral,
How?
ma'am, because it has like a strong base.
So which is that base? How you got to know? You don't know base. How it is? You can say that it is a stronger base.
Ma'am, is it calcium sulfide?
Calcium sulfide is a base or salt?
It's a salt. I don't know this. Sorry.
Now don't speak without asking you anything in between.
Okay.
Yes, Shajita.
Ma'am, it's CaOH twice.
It is called
Calcium hydroxide.
salt is
Neutral.
Lisha. Next, copper sulfate.
Yes, ma'am.
Copper sulfate formula.
Copper sulfate, CuSO4.
Acid from which it is made up of.
Acid.
Negative ion comes from acid and the positive ion comes from base. So SO4 comes from which acid?
One second. H2SO4.
Base.
Uh,
With that metal, write hydroxide after that. Which is a metal? Copper.
Copper.
Hydroxide is copper hydroxide.
Copper,
COH
okay.
twice. And now it is which type of acid? Strong or weak?
H2SO4 is a strong acid.
Copper hydroxide is?
A weak base?
So yes, it is a weak. In the reactivity series, the upper elements makes the strong base and the lower elements will make the weak bases. So copper will come in the lower part. So that means it will form weak base. So type of salt is? Nature of the salt is?
Acidic.
It's acidic salt. Okay. Then next, Nainika. This is easy.
Yes, ma'am. NaCl.
NaCl comes from
HCl.
HCl.
And NaOH.
NaOH. So it is, nature is?
Nature is neutral.
Neutral. Next, Pranika, ammonium chloride.
Formulas NH4Cl.
NH4Cl, good.
Acid is HCl.
HCl.
And base is NH4OH.
NH4OH.
And
so
it's acidic.
It's acidic salt. Very good. Raga, sodium nitrate. Raga.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, sodium nitrate is?
Ma'am, sodium nitrate is NaNO3.
Yes, right. NaNO3.
Ma'am, acid is nitric acid.
Nitric acid, that is?
HNO3, and then the base is sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH, and then it's neutral.
It's neutral because both are stronger.
Strong.
Yeah. Then Janvi, calcium, sodium carbonate. Mic still not working. Yes. No, mic is not working. You can type it. As well, formula of sodium carbonate. Na2CO3, right? Acid is H2CO3. Base is NaOH, right? And the nature is basic. Very good. Shreya, can you tell? Shreya NR.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can you tell me
Formula for
calcium?
calcium carbonate is CaCO3.
CaCO3. Acid is
H2CO3.
H2CO3.
NaOH.
NaOH, from where it will come? CaCO3 is the formula. Which base it is made up of? Take the positive ion from it. What is a positive ion here? Here, calcium carbonate. Carbonate is negative ion. So what is a positive ion?
Ca.
Ca. So make the hydroxide of it. What is that? Hydroxide of calcium. Which one is that? What's the formula?
From CaOH.
No. Formula proper.
CaOH first.
Remember valency.
Yes,
And the
ma'am.
salt is acidic, basic.
Basic.
Basic salt. Then Shreya K. Next question. Zinc carbonate.
Formula is ZnCO3.
ZnCO3.
Acid is H2CO3.
Acid is H2CO3.
Base is zinc hydroxide. ZnOH twice.
Yeah.
And it's acid.
Acidic, how? It's a weak base, weak acid, no?
Yes, ma'am. So
And this is stronger. So it is basic.
it's basic.
Okay, is that clear? 1-2 mark question can be asked by giving any one of the name of the salt. You have to find out the from which acid and from which base it is made up of and the nature of that acid or a base. It's clear? Yes?
Ma'am, to say it is neutral or acidic, we should go according to the reactivity series, right?
Yeah. Upper elements, the first 4 elements generally form the stronger bases.
Okay.
And the lower metals will form weaker bases.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Fine. So this is, you have completed this part. This chart have you finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next we have to start with some salts in detail. Their properties, from how they are obtained, that means how they are prepared, and what are the uses of those salts. So one most commonly used salt is sodium chloride we will use. And then the other salts which are prepared from sodium chloride, that is we have to see, check the bleaching powder, the properties of bleaching powder we have to learn. Then preparation of bleaching powder, then baking soda, washing soda, and plaster of Paris. So these 4 to 5 salts we have to go through, 4 salts. And the sodium chloride one, 5th salt. So total 5 salts, their preparations, and there are some properties of those and uses of these salts we have to go through in the next part of the chapter. So we are starting with the sodium chloride. Most commonly used salt is sodium chloride, and that's the reason it is also called as common salt. Common salt. Chemical formula NaCl. It is chemical name sodium chloride. In this part of the chapter, you have to remember its common name, its chemical name, and its formula. Question is asked on that part. So what is its common name? Common salt. Chemical name sodium chloride. Chemical formula NaCl. Preparation. In lab, it is prepared by the reaction between concentrated HCl and concentrated NaOH. It will form sodium chloride and water. This way it is prepared in the lab, but commercial use of this salt cannot be prepared by this way. So that is obtained by evaporation of seawater. So this is obtained by the sodium chloride commercially, whatever we are using, because its use is more. So maximum amount of production of this has to be done, preparation has to be done. And that is we do by evaporation of seawater, because this salt in seawater is present in most abundant salt present in the seawater. So therefore by the method of evaporation of the seawater, we will obtain sodium chloride. That is, some amount of water is taken on the sea beds and allowed to evaporate by absorbing sun's heat. So that way the salts left out, the volatile water moves out by evaporation, and leaving behind the solid substance, that is a common salt, is left behind. But that is not pure. It consists of many different salts along with it. Then further in a factory that is purified, and finally we will obtain the salt which is white in color, so that we can use it in a kitchen. So mostly we are using it in a kitchen, but that is not the only use of it. It is used in many different places also. So first we will see the preparation, that is evaporation of seawater. Then second one, next one, it is also found in the underground earth. Inside the underground caves, it is mined. Inside the, as a mine, just like a coal mines are present, the underground mines are present for salt. So that is, it is found in the form of rock salt. It is in the solid state, is also available on the earth. That is, underground earth mining has been done to get the rock salt in the form of rock. It is present in underground. So this is by mining, we can take out the rock salt, but rock salt is generally pink or brown in color. Pink or brown in color because it has impurities along with it. It won't have only one salt. It has many other, this one. It is a mixture of many salts. Mixture of many other salt along with common salt. Many other salts, so therefore its color is either brown or pinkish in color. So we can get it in our home, we are using it, rock salt. So that is a mixture of many other salts along with maximum quantity of common salt, sodium chloride. So therefore it is a source of common salt, it is considered. Now for what purpose we use it? What are the uses of this common sodium chloride? Can you name one by one? Uses. One, it is used in kitchen for adding flavor. Flavor to food. Second use, it is also used. Many different places we are using it, and you know that. What is the other use?
To clear ice.
What?
Like melt ice.
To melt ice, right? So clear this glacier road clearing. If it is in a colder countries, the road is blocked with ice. There we sprinkle salt to melt the ice. Used to melt ice or a snow over road. in colder countries. And then again, for other purpose, what is this used? You know, whatever you know, tell me. Whatever you don't know, I know that is what you don't know. I will explain that part. Commonly, it is used where?
Medicine.
Manufacturing chemicals,
Which chemicals?
like uh, sodium carbonate or maybe other chemicals like that.
It is sodium hydroxide. From the sodium hydroxide, it is prepared, but again, it is used also to make the sodium hydroxide. Chlorine gas, hydrogen gas. Again, this is sodium carbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate. Even in bleaching powder also, hydrochloric acid also, etc. Then next one.
As preservatives.
Yes, right. As preservative in food to prevent microbial attack or spoilage by microbial attack. Okay, so these are the uses we are using it. Now we have to see some part we have to see, that is this one. We are using it NaCl as a raw material for preparation of many chemicals. Many millions of chemicals can be prepared by using common salt as a raw material. Out of that, few we have to see in this chapter. First, we will see the preparation of sodium hydroxide. So first, write on this part.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, does rock salt have the same formula as common salt?
Is common salt plus along with that some other. It is a mixture actually. Rock salt is a mixture. Rock salt is a mixture of sodium chloride plus some other salt, which can be consumable. So it is not exactly a compound, so we cannot write the formula for it. It has a maximum quantity of sodium chloride along with some other salts, other minerals, which are essential for body. So therefore, rock salt directly we are using it for eating purpose, consumption. Yes.
When sodium has positive sodium ions and negative chloride ions, so does that belong to both sodium and chloride family?
It is sodium chloride is a compound. I couldn't get is actually your question clearly.
Does it belong to both the family?
Yeah, yes, right. Family, that means we are comparing 2-3 salts, then only we can say. So if it is all the 2-3 salts we have taken of sodium family, then we can write as a sodium salt. But if it is another substance we combine with the sodium chloride and ammonium chloride, then we can, it is a chloride family.
Okay.
Ma'am, could you scroll down?
That's all. Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then next is the preparation of some useful chemicals. Use of sodium chloride. Use of NaCl in preparation of some important chemicals. And that first is NaOH. So here what we do is we will take the brine solution. Now what is brine solution? Brine solution is concentrated concentrated common salt solution, sodium chloride. Concentrated aqueous sodium chloride actually. Concentrated aqueous sodium chloride is called as brine solution. That means it is NaCl plus H2O. So it is aqueous because NaCl is added to water, but amount of water is less and amount of sodium chloride is more. So this is called as concentrated aqueous sodium chloride. So this is commonly it is called as brine solution. So this is concentrated aqueous sodium chloride. So this is called as brine solution. When electrolysis of this brine solution is done, so electrolysis of this brine solution is used in preparation of sodium hydroxide. Electrolysis of brine solution. That means in a container, electrolytic container, it is all the salts are generally the electrolytes because they are made up of positive and negative ions. Positive ion comes from all the salts are electrolytes, that is they can conduct current. Reason, can anyone tell the reason? Santosh? All the salts conduct current. Santosh, can you tell the reason?
Because it neutralize like all the hydrogen and get dissociated.
All the salt solutions are electrolytes. That means they conduct current. Why? Weber, can you tell the reason?
No, ma'am.
Why not? Yuvika?
They have free H plus or OH minus ions.
Why only H plus or OH minus ions? For conduction of current, what is necessary?
Positive and negative ions.
So free ions.
Okay.
So all the salts are actually made up of positive and negative ions. From positive ion comes from acid or a base.
Acid.
Positive ion.
Sorry, base.
Acid, consider no HCl. In which one this one Cl is Cl is the part of the salt. So Cl is positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. That means a negative ion comes from acid and sodium hydroxide. In that, which is positive, which is negative?
Sodium is positive and
Sodium is positive and OH is negative. So in salt, which part of this is used? Na or OH we are using in preparation of salt?
Na.
Na, that is positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. That means a positive ion comes from NaOH. NaOH is what?
It's
acid or base? Base. So that means positive ions comes from base and negative ion comes from acid. And they only attach together. So these are the ionic compounds. So as soon as they dissolve in water, free ions will be free, which helps in conduction of current. And that is the reason these compounds are good conductors and hence called as electrolyte. So when the current is passed through this electrolyte, which is a brine solution, electrodes have been inserted. This is positive, this is negative, that means this is cathode and this is anode. So solution is brine solution, that is NaCl plus H2O. NaCl plus H2O. When current pass through it, all the ions get separate. Na plus, Cl minus, H plus and OH minus. All will be separate from each other. Get separated. NaCl plus H2O will form first all the separate dissociates to form ions. Na plus plus Cl minus plus H plus and plus OH minus. Now these ions will move towards the opposite electrode. That is Na plus and H plus both goes towards the cathode because cathode is negatively charged and the anode is positively charged. So out of Na plus and H plus, H plus gains electron from cathode. Cathode we know that is it has more electrons. These ions needs electron to convert back to atoms. I have explained in the first chapter how that electrolysis takes place. So at cathode, what happens? H plus has a more affinity to gain electron faster as compared to sodium. So H plus gains one electron from cathode and from hydrogen atom. One hydrogen atom combines with the similarly formed another hydrogen atom and form hydrogen gas. So we can collect hydrogen gas from cathode. Hydrogen gas is collected from cathode. Now here one thing very important to know the reactivity. Now priority level for this one ion to atom conversion is reverse that of reactivity series. So reactivity series, the sodium is at the top and hydrogen is at the bottom, below sodium. But when the reverse process takes place, that reactivity series is how the element loses electron faster. So according to that, that reactivity series is formed. Now when the reverse process takes place, at that time the lower elements gains electron faster as compared to upper elements. So out of hydrogen and sodium, both are positively charged, but near the cathode, the hydrogen will gain electron quicker as compared to sodium. So therefore all the hydrogen will move towards cathode and gains one electron and forming hydrogen gas. So hydrogen gas is collected at cathode. Now near the anode, now negatively charged chlorine and hydroxide. In the reactivity series of negatively charged ions, in that this chlorine is bottom and the hydroxide is at the top. So therefore chloride ions loses electron faster as compared to OH minus ion. So at anode, chlorine ion has one extra electron. It will lose electron and form chlorine atom. And this chlorine atom combines with another chlorine which is formed by the same method and form chlorine gas. So chlorine gas is collected from anode. So we got hydrogen gas from the cathode, chlorine gas from the anode, and now what is left in the container? This chlorine gas moves towards anode. Hydrogen gas moves towards cathode. Now what is left out?
Sodium and hydroxide.
Sodium and hydroxide. So inside the electrolyte, only sodium and hydroxide ion is present. So they both will combine together and form sodium hydroxide. So as a electrolyte, we will get the sodium hydroxide back. So we will get sodium hydroxide. So sodium in electrolytic container. Sodium ion combines with OH minus ions and form sodium hydroxide. So in the solution form in the container, we will get sodium hydroxide. Hence the full reaction is written as NaCl plus H2O gives out NaOH plus hydrogen gas plus chlorine gas. So hydrogen gas collected from cathode, chlorine gas collected from anode. So this will happen only in presence of electric current. So by passing electric current, the sodium, aqueous sodium chloride, that is a hot concentrated sodium chloride, which is also called as brine solution, has been converted to form three compounds. One is sodium hydroxide, second one is hydrogen gas, and the third one is chlorine gas. Also at a time, we obtain three substances only by electrolysis of sodium chloride. Now in this reaction, NaOH, which is an alkali, and the chlorine gas is also obtained. So this process is called as chlor-alkali process. This process of electrolysis of brine solution to produce alkali and chlorine gas is called as chlor-alkali process. And this process is very, very important in respect of the board exam. Board exam, most commonly asked question. In every exam, they will ask this question. What is chlor-alkali process? Write the reaction. You're not supposed to write what happens at cathode and anode. That is for your information. I have explained you. Only you need to know what do you mean by chlor-alkali process. That is electrolysis of brine solution. Whenever the current is passed through the aqueous, concentrated aqueous sodium chloride, that is brine solution. When electric current is passed through brine solution, that is concentrated aqueous sodium chloride, it forms sodium hydroxide and chlorine gas. Hence, this process is called chlor-alkali process. Now, name itself, it tells chlor means chlorine, alkali means sodium hydroxide. So the reaction in which sodium hydroxide and chlorine gas is produced by the electrolysis of brine solution is called as chloralkali process. Is this clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so write down this part.
Ma'am,
Yes.
so in any chemical reaction where chlorine and an alkali is produced, it's called chloralkali.
No, only this reaction. Electrolysis of brine solution is only called as chloralkali process, not any other.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you scroll down a bit? I'm going to scroll down. Ma'am, can you scroll down?
Ponytail.
Ma'am, 1 minute.
Done. Much more time done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so start maths.